This is Real Life Live, and we're back for the evening session here. Excuse me, and we wrapped up the Hannah Payne case earlier, and thanks for everybody, for riding with us as we covered that from start to finish, and we have videos on that. But tonight we will move on to what we have to talk about tonight, and that'll be well, let's go to the NFL. We got some NFL games coming up here on Saturday. So what we wanted to kind of do is kind of go over those, and then we might, we might go, might want to talk about a local story about the St. Louis Blues. They Friday guy. So we might talk about that. But for right now, we'll go to the NFL and the games on Saturday, which will be tomorrow. So first game will be Minnesota at Cincinnati. Okay, that's the Vikings and the Bengals, and both of them basically, I think, same record. Excuse me, 7-6, and Minnesota. Well, here's the thing. Both of them have backup quarterbacks. Now, the one Dobbs from Minnesota. Now he's third string because here's the thing with these backups. When you when they start out, when you get them, and the starter gets hurt, the backup comes in. History says they'll play 1, 2 games, you know, pretty good, decent. Sometimes, some of them they flop, But in these cases, Dobbs he played the first 2 games when Minnesota picked him up. He was pretty good in those two, and then he fell off. I saw the one game where I saw a couple of bad decisions that he made, and I said, excuse me, looks like he's kind of falling off a little bit, because they do reveal why they're backup quarterbacks. There's a reason why they're not starters. And speaking of that, the NFL this year, man, I think it's like they've had suited up about 54 starting quarterbacks in the NFL. Man, that's way too many. It used to be the starting quarterbacks would play all year for most teams in the 60s, 70s. It was on, but now they're dropping like flies here. I think Minnesota is their third string quarterback. Cincinnati's, I think they second string. So with this game though, I'm gonna go with Cincinnati because you got 2 backup quarterbacks. You got Cincinnati at home. They run their, Mixon running, pretty good. So and with the problems with the quarterback issue with Minnesota, now they do have a good defense, an outstanding defense, top 5. So it'll be a close game, but with the quarterback issues, we will say this: give us the Cincinnati Bengals over the Minnesota Vikings. All right, the second game in Saturday's ticket here will be the Pittsburgh Steelers at the Indy Colts. Okay, we leave it like that. All right. Okay, now there's another game here. We got a backup quarterback for Pittsburgh, True Bixby. Trubisky. Okay, sometimes I stumble with some words here. But yeah, Mitch Trubisky. Okay, so he's the starter. Indy, they've had like the Gardner Minshew. He's been like the starting for most of the year. So but with the 11 TDs and the 8 picks, that's not that's just kind of not that great. But hey, he's winning some games though. So with this game, Pittsburgh will run the ball. Indy's got a better quarterback. Okay, and they both of them, you know, I don't know. With the Steelers though, they're kind of not performing lately. So and the offense is bad. So but they're 7-6. So with a great coach. So the coaching matchup, give it to Pittsburgh, but the home field. The Colts are playing good ball home. Pittsburgh's not, what what we used to seeing with the Steelers. So we're gonna give the Indy Colts, Indy and Apples. Okay, I got it. The Colts over the Pittsburgh Steelers. Okay. Now we're going to Detroit. Now this is kind of when we talk about the Broncos and the Lions. We're looking at two teams that both might be in the playoffs. I'm saying might because the Broncos they're 7-6, but I'm saying both because they're playing better football than the 9-4 Detroit Lions. I've seen them both lately. So only thing with Denver is the quarter. Russell Wilson was playing great, and then he regressed last week. Didn't play great, so they lost that game. Golf has been a turnover machine the last 2-3 games. Okay, bad decisions. So uh, uh, fumbling the ball, can't hold on to the football. Wilson the same way. A couple of picks, bad interception the other week or so. So these are two struggling quarterbacks, but two teams with good records. Detroit 9-4. So they're at home, and their numbers as far as they're pretty good. They throw the ball pretty good. I think passing, 7. So they will. I don't know at home, and Denver doesn't throw the ball 27. So I don't know, but I'm telling you, the Lions have been struggling lately. So I will kind of okay with them being at home. They've been struggling, but and the Denver defense is pretty good now. I will go with a tough game. We are going with the Denver Broncos to upset the Detroit Lions. Okay. So we talked about the games coming up Saturday tomorrow. We're gonna talk about the other games tomorrow about the games coming up Sunday. There is one game that I do have a little interest in coming up Sunday. That would be the New York Jets versus the Miami Dolphins in Miami. And no, the Dolphins need to win the game. I'm a Dolphins fan, but they're home. They're home. Three of the last four, but tough road ahead here with these games. Okay, because I just saw the Jets beat Houston. You know, they weren't supposed to win that game, but they look good. And I'm kind of getting some bad vibes myself personally with Miami and the offensive. I think they're struggling. Now we see the numbers. Okay. And by the way, the coach Michael McDaniel, he's good, on the TV and all that, with the funny, hey, and all that. But gotta win games. We need to get in the playoffs. So, and that's up in the air. So, well, that as far as that goes, and they're not throwing the ball the way I thought they would, but they're running the ball great. Number two, that's not what I envisioned with this season. I thought I'd see a lot of speed in the air because we got it. But all right, it is what it is, and but we're going to talk about the games coming up tomorrow. I just wanted to comment on that game, and I'm saying it's a critical game, and the Dolphins should win that, but I don't know. We'll see. Okay. Now we're gonna. Oh, okay. I wanted to do the local kind of deal here because we have a hockey team in St. Louis. We call it the St. Louis Blues. We all know it. I just messing around here. So a couple of days ago, they fired their coach, Craig Berube, I think his name is. Yeah. Look, I used to follow hockey, but I kind of haven't followed it the way I used to. I followed it when the Montreal Canadiens and all that, they were rolling, and I would, the Blues too, but they lose all the time, and so here's what happens here. You fire a coach that wins the only cup you've ever had. So, and I'm hearing, excuse me, the local people that report the team, and everything. They're kind of saying like, hey, the GM's kind of just, uh, you know, juggling the team around. Not really having a direction. We don't know who goes or who say whatever. And now they have. I've been reading here. Now you have Carew. Well, the Blues usually have a whipping guy, whipping boy. You see what I'm saying? And sometimes it's a great player, and they run a lot of great players out of town. So when you talk about the Blues, but with this, with the Blues, you won your cup a couple of years ago, and then what did you do? You got rid of Petro Angelo, the great defensive man. So all the great Stanley Cup winners, champions, they always have a great defensive player, a great one. So when you go back to that, and when the Blues got rid of Petro, I said at that time, I said, wow, they just just blew themselves down. Okay, what did Petro do? I call him Petro. He went to Vegas. Wow, they won the cup, right? This year. When he got there, he was great when he got there. Now the Blues, that was a horrible deal. They haven't gotten over that. Just like it took them like 5 years to get over the Scott Stevens fiasco. Yeah, I remember that. Okay, so as uh, we talk about the Blues, and hey, they're struggling now, and hey, we don't know what, hey, not a good team, and you don't have a good defensive team, and you don't have a great defensive player. Now you have a great goaltender because he won a cup for you. Now I hope you don't get rid of him. So we wanted to talk about the Blues. We really, don't talk about them that much because we want to be talking about our baseball and our politics and other things. But it's local, and it was big news here because they fired the coach that won the cup. So, uh, good luck, you know, good luck to them, you know, whatever they're gonna do. Okay. All right. We have. This is going to be a short one, so I'll be back tomorrow. We'll be talking about the NFL games and some other things. Something might come up too, so we'll find out then. This is Real Life Live, and good talking to everybody. And I guess we will see you tomorrow. All right. Good night.